let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So if you're new here, welcome. We get together every Monday and Friday. My name is Erica. I am the Awakening Coach. I am a tarot practitioner, numerologist, Reiki master, life and relationship coach, author, all the things. Okay. I have built my business, my career around my spiritual practices. Okay. And I love to share information. So what we do here is this is called your Weekly Tarotscope. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the week ahead and we're going to pull tarot cards for Monday through Thursday, okay? Then on Friday morning, we're going to pull cards for Friday through Sunday. The reason why we do this is because we want a snapshot of what is ahead for us. We want to get ahead of any tension, any tough energy, so we can really work with it instead of against it. And when there's more positive energy, we can absorb that, pull it in, and use it to our advantage, okay? So it's kind of like your horoscope, but it's Tarotscope, okay? This is a collective reading. If you need a personal reading, you can book through the link in my bio. If you want to learn tarot, you can find all that through the link in my bio, all the good things, okay? If you have collective questions, please feel free to ask. I love having conversations with y'all. It gets kind of boring if I'm just sitting here talking at y'all. I'd rather y'all conversate, so feel free to do so, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to boost our heart chakra and align our heart chakra with the sound bowl. This bowl is attuned to the frequency of the heart chakra. The reason why we do the heart is because that is the connection between this mundane life and our higher selves, okay? This heart chakra holds a lot of energy that we put in there, okay? So we want to be able to boost it, to align it, and to really allow that connection to be fluid, right? Okay, so what you can do, if you can't, it's okay, but what you can do is uncross your legs, sit up straight, put your feet on the floor. If you can have a straight back, great. If not, it's okay. You can lean back, whatever's most comfortable to you. You don't have to sit in an awkward position. You just want to be as aligned as you can, okay? You can go stand outside with your feet in the grass. That would be ideal, honestly. All you do is listen to the bowl sing, let it vibrate, and help your heart chakra. Allow yourself to release anything that's no longer serving you and receive the high vibration, okay? So here we go. Just breathe. Allow yourself to relax. Now let's collectively take one super deep breath in. Pick up all the heaviness, all the fear, all the anxiety. Now blow it out. Let it go, okay? It's not yours to keep. You are not a storage container for toxic energy. All right? Let me check the comments right quick. Happy Christmas Eve, yes. Let's see. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, thank you. My red lipstick. I had to do a red lip today for the holidays, you know. Okay, let's get our blessing for the week, and then we're going to get into the tarot reading, okay? So I want you to focus on this deck. I want you to ask the deck, what is our message for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week, okay? This is going to be like the overall arching theme of the week, okay? The energy that we have to work with. Hey, Miss Jamie. All right, let's see. Focus on the deck. What is our message for this week? What is our blessing for this week? We have, a blessing of being understood. Number 43. Isn't that nice to be able to connect with those who understand you, who get you, who you also understand, right? Now, this could be you're understood by the universe. It could be you're understood by another person. it's going to be different for everybody because this is a collective reading. But you know, when you're having a conversation, you're trying to express something and they're just not like getting it. You know, you're like, no, what I'm trying to say is, or like you have these quirks and some people see you as weird or awkward and it makes you kind of like shrink down a little bit. But then you meet somebody who celebrates your quirks or understands that little part of you and you like let it shine, right? That's what it's going to feel like. You have the opportunity to be understood in whatever way you need to be understood, okay? Yes, it is a dragon. See it? That dragon is your protective energy, okay? Dragons are very protective. And so think about that. When you feel understood, when you feel like you're on the same wavelength as somebody, you feel like you don't have to hide parts of yourself because you feel safer. You feel more comfortable, right? You know what I'm talking about? So that's a nice blessing to have. I'm going to put that right there so I can see it. And number 43, so 4 is all about stability. It's about details. It's about practicality. And 3 is about communication and creativity and creation, okay? Because it's the two energies come together to create one, right? When we put it together, it's 7. 7 is a very spiritual number, right? It's the one that can see a little bit of the bigger picture. When we get to 9, that's when we see like a lot of the bigger picture. But 7 is like, I want to know more. Like, tell me more about you. Tell me more about this, right? So that's that good communication of somebody wanting to understand you, somebody wanting to know more about you or whatever it is that you're working on, okay? Me and my twin sister have this weird, very well understanding thing with each other. Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. That twin telepathy. Let me see. Is it normal to suddenly want to cry after the heart opening? Yes, that is normal. That's what your dream was about. Oh, very interesting. I love that. Okay. So we normally choose our tarot deck, but guess what? It's fixing to be Christmas or Yule, whatever you choose to celebrate. So we're going to use the Yuletide deck because I don't get to use it for the rest of the year. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. I used this last night at my tarot reading event, and it was fun. They loved it. So I'm gonna shuffle because what we want to do is we want to get the energy of right now. We want to focus the energy into the deck. Oops, if I can shuffle. Let me shuffle it this way because they're getting a little, these cards are kind of thin, so they bend a little bit easier. So let me shuffle them this way, balance it out. If you're a tarot card reader, you get kind of like the tarot OCD with your cards. Not everybody. I mean, I've seen people like beat the shit out of their cards and really abuse their cards, and I don't get that. But, I mean, to each their own, I guess. Okay, let's see. What does that say? Oh, yes, twin telepathy. Yeah, it's totally real. 100%. Okay, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so focus on the deck and ask it, what do we need to know this week, Monday through Thursday? What is our message for each day, Monday through Thursday? And the more you come to these sessions, the more that these readings will resonate deeper and deeper for you. Okay, so let's look at today, Monday. All right, so we have the mistletoe in reverse, okay? This is equal to the lovers in reverse. Now, when the lovers is in reverse, it indicates making a decision that you feel like others want you to make, okay? This could be miscommunication. Why? Well, we have the blessing of being understood, but Are you blocking that because you are doing what somebody else desires? You're making a decision in accordance to another person, or maybe you're not listening, or you constantly get into conversations with people that don't listen. Have you ever done that? Like, you have people around you and you're like, my God, they just don't freaking listen. They'll ask you the same questions over and over again, or they'll act like they never heard you. Okay? The lovers in reverse can indicate that you're on separate pages with another person or your true self, because again, the lovers is first and foremost about desire and responsibility kind of type thing. It's like you're wanting to make a decision based on your higher self, but your desires get in the way or outside influences get in the way. Does that make sense? Because we have both the masculine and feminine within us, right? The masculine wants to act on impulse and desire, while the feminine wants to act on their highest good, but they're also influenced by external forces. Okay? So when this is in reverse, it's indicating that there might be a decision that needs to be made today. Make sure you're doing it for your highest good, not because of outside influences, not because of just desire. Okay? We don't want to make snap judgments or snap decisions, because that's when things go wrong. Okay? Also, we don't want to block the communication with the divine, with our higher self that helps us to make that decision. Remember how we talked on Friday about everybody's so excited about artificial intelligence, right? You have divine intelligence. Use it and trust it, okay? We're going to talk more about that in 2025 in the tribe. You guys, I have some exciting things lined up for you in the tribe. I have some incredible guest speakers. They're going to come in and teach us things and talk to us about things in the tribe. So if you're not in the tribe, I highly recommend you get in there, okay? We're going to have a lot of fun together. Yes, the Quantum Master Academy is our full year of learning and intense mentorship, but we are also going to go on a journey in the tribe, okay? So don't forget about that. The sun is squaring the nodes today. South Node in Libra, going along with others. North Node Aries, being more authoritative in what you want versus others. I mean, how perfect is that, right? The cards work with the astrology. The cards work with the universe, okay? This is why it's important to know how to use them, how to use them properly, because they will magically align, all right? Make sure I'm not missing anything over here. Okay, nope, good. Okay, let's look at Tuesday, Christmas Eve, if you celebrate Christmas. We have the 8 of Canes, okay? This is similar to the 8 of Swords. Now, on Christmas Eve, how can we be, tying ourselves up and putting ourselves in our own self-imprisonment? Well, we start thinking, I didn't do enough. I didn't give enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. And it's all like, stop. Okay, stop. Because all of this pressure that you're putting on yourself is self-induced, okay? If there are others putting pressure on you, then it's your responsibility to set the boundary, right? But the 8 of Swords is your own self-imprisonment, okay? So relax. It's the holidays. It's meant to be enjoyed. We're meant to celebrate each other. It doesn't matter if you have a gift or not. We don't need to place so much emphasis on things. We need to place emphasis on people, on connections, on relationships, okay? So you might feel like you have so much to do tomorrow, which I get, because we want to cook the things, we want to wrap the things, we want to set everything up, we want to do all of that. But you know what? What if you just said, this year, I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm not going to do all these things that nobody even asked me to do. I'm putting it on myself. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to enjoy my friends. I'm going to enjoy the day. Okay? What if you did that? What does it mean to have a sun and a black moon Lilith on my 8th house? I am not an astrologer, so I cannot tell that to you. I apologize. I use basic astrology, but I don't read astrology charts, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's look at Wednesday, Christmas Day, right? Yeah. Like, what day is it? Okay, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay? When we have the Hanged Man in reverse, it's better because the Hanged Man sees the higher reasoning for things, like sees the bigger picture, understands things on a spiritual level. Isn't that funny how this is the major arcana and it's on Christmas Day, right? The Hanged Man, like, lets go of all the need to have things. Like, they surrender, they release, they do all of that because they want to focus on the spiritual aspect of life. Okay? Which is why we also have the blessing of being understood. It could be, like I said earlier, it could be that you understand something in connection with the divine. Like, you understand now like that you don't have to kill yourself, doing all these things for the holidays, trying to do things that nobody asked you to do, that you're putting on yourself. Okay, all these expectations and whatever. Okay, so the Hanged Man in reverse is like, you see the higher picture, you see it for the spiritual connection that it is. Okay, regardless of if you celebrate Christmas or not. Okay, it could be you celebrate Hanukkah, you celebrate Yule, you celebrate Diwali, you celebrate whatever it is. Okay, it's having this ability to see the higher perspective, to understand it on a different level, whatever you're going through on that day, Wednesday. Okay, does that make sense? And we'll tie it all together a little bit more in just a second. Let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Two of Good Cheer in reverse. So, there could be a situation on Thursday, again, where you're not on the same page. We have two major arcana. A lot of people put importance on relationships, like having somebody around the holidays. And they feel like they're not good enough if they don't have somebody on the holidays. They call it, cuffing season? Because people think that you're supposed to be in a relationship or dating somebody on the holidays, otherwise you're worthless. That's not true. Yes, it's the Two of Cups in reverse. You don't have to have somebody on the holidays. You could be perfectly content and happy and thriving on your own, right? So on Thursday, just be aware that there might be a situation to where, again, you're not on the same page as another person, okay? It's like you might realize that the situation is not resonating with you. It could be that somebody gave you something that you really don't want. That's okay. Be gracious. It could be that the job offer you thought was coming in isn't, because it's not meant for you. There's something else out there that's better for you, okay? Whatever this is, it's not resonating, or there's a separation. It could be that maybe there's an issue with you and a partner and something comes up today and it runs into the holidays and you're like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not dealing with this anymore. You might decide to break up with them. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? But seeing these energies here, the Lovers in reverse, the Eight of Swords, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Two of Cheer or Two of Cups in reverse, it's wanting you to ask yourself where you are. What is it that you want? We're about to move into a whole new vibration in 2025. Remember, we're in an 8 vibration now. We're moving into the 9 vibration, right? And you have this ability of understanding things or being understood, okay? It could be that you have to set boundaries with somebody and you're like, do you understand what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah. And maybe it doesn't resonate. And you're like, okay, well, then we're going to go our separate ways. This could be relationships. It could be friendships. It could be an issue with family, whatever it is. Firm boundaries for your own self-respect and self-love are needed always, okay? Sometimes we feel like we have to be around family and we have to accept their abuse just because they're family. We do not, okay? Just because you're seeing somebody during the holidays does not mean that you have to accept all of their bullshit. You can set a boundary, but like, I don't like the way you're talking to me. If you're going to continue, then I'm leaving, or we're going to go over here. It's like you set the boundary, and the boundary is for your own self-love and protection, okay? The boundary is if they cross that line, you are going to enact the consequence. You are going to leave. You are going to do whatever is necessary. You can't expect them to change, right? Because not everybody's going to change. It's what are you going to do if they cross the boundary? Make sense? But not everybody's going to deal with that. I'm just saying, if you have to deal with tough family over the holidays, that's how you can handle it, okay? A lot of this here is about you not putting so much pressure on yourself, you allowing yourself to take it easy over the holidays, seeing the bigger picture, seeing the higher reason for the celebration, which is connecting spiritually, connecting with friends and family that you hold dear, and enjoying and giving gratitude for all of these wonderful experiences that you've had throughout the year and that you've had together, okay? It could be also, on Thursday, you might try not to overdo it on Wednesday. Thursday you might have a little bit of a hangover. Don't do that. Let's look and see what's hiding underneath. We have the Child in reverse, okay? So don't forget, I know, if you're a Christian, you celebrate Christmas because of Jesus, baby Jesus. Don't forget about that, okay? If you're spiritual, we celebrate the coming of the sun. The sun's coming back, right? It's crossing the equator, and it's going to be brighter a little bit as we go towards summer and spring, or spring and summer, okay? Depending on how you view your spiritual practice or your belief system, the Child in reverse is like, don't forget about your connection. Don't forget about the wonderment and the excitement and the gratitude of life in general. Okay? These experiences that you get to go on, these adventures that you get to have in life. Don't forget about that. Okay? Start planning what you want to experience in 2025. You don't necessarily have to take action because we don't want to overdo it this week, but you want to start setting intentions and connecting with the universe to experience wonderful things, right? We're going to do a vision board live in the tribe next week, okay? Because we have the new moon in Capricorn happening. I will put it in the events, okay? And we're gonna talk about your vision board. We're gonna talk about the exercise that I gave y'all in the tribe and how you can incorporate that into your vision board. Okay? Because you want to set yourself up for success, right? This week, take it easy and enjoy the holidays. Don't overdo it. Don't stress, right? Then we get to planning. And then especially set a reminder in your phone right now for Rabbit Rabbit on New Year's Eve. Remember, you want to bless the whole year, right? So say it before midnight. Say it at 11:59 and then say it at midnight. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Do not say anything in between, okay? Silence. And it can happen in a matter of a second, okay? So when you're doing the countdown, you get to 5, 4, 3, 2, rabbit, rabbit. It turns midnight, rabbit, rabbit. Got it? Because you're blessing the year past and you're blessing the year coming in. Does that make sense? I get such a hard time from my older sister about making distance with my mom. She's so negative. I don't want that negativity and how she makes me feel. Yeah, I mean, you've got to do what you got to do. I've got negative people in my family that I've distanced myself from, and it's like I make no apologies for that because they choose to be that way, okay? So you can only do so much in your connections. Okay, let's see what else we need to know this week. There we have, all tied up. Isn't that interesting how this is two messages here? The 8 of Swords, the 8 of Canes, and all tied up, okay? So again, this is acknowledging the fact that you're probably putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You might feel like you can't really do much when you're around family because they have these expectations, these obligations, or maybe they're toxic, whatever it is. You decide how you're going to handle the situation. Do not take their projections personally, okay? But also, don't put these projections of yourself, your own inner stresses and anxieties onto other people, It goes both ways, okay? But first and foremost, this is telling you not to stress, not to overdo it, not to beat yourself up, if you feel like you haven't done enough for the holidays. Because believe me, you have, okay? We don't want to worship things. We want to celebrate life and experiences and people. Let's see what else we need to know. And did I tell y'all about being invited to create and run a retreat next year? Did I tell y'all about that? If not, surprise, I was. What number was that? It's 23. So in the blessing we have 43, and this one we have 23. Well, what is 23? Decisions. And 3 is communication and creation. So it's like you're creating your own self-imprisonment. So yeah. Yes, but share again. Okay, yeah. My new friend, Elias Patras, which I just adore. He's so fun. He was one of the keynote speakers on the Spirit Heart Cruise. He spoke to us about manifestation and empowerment and things like that. He was amazing. He came to my tarot class and he loved it. And he's like, I want us to create a retreat. He's like, I'm going to have, I think, 4 practitioners. The only thing is this retreat, I think we're only going to have room for 14 people. I don't know where or when yet. We're still obviously in the creation process. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to burn things. We're going to cleanse things. We're going to have fun. And I'm so excited. So I will keep you all updated as it gets built and created and let you know whenever that's going to happen. Also, I'm bringing him into the tribe to teach and to talk and to motivate. He will most likely be in June. I have another person in March who's going to talk to us about how to be psychic and build our psychic abilities. So if you're not in the tribe, you're going to miss out. I'm just saying. Okay. You'd love to go? That would be amazing. Yeah, lots of great things are happening in my world, and I will take y'all along as much as I can. I'm going to have more guest speakers come throughout the year in the tribe, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to shift and change and do all the things. We're going to have times where we can get together and just talk and celebrate and support one another. And yeah, I'm excited. So it's always evolving. Every year I find a way to evolve the tribe and everything. So yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth. She said, congratulations. We're all so proud of you showing how things can be done when we open ourselves up. That is 100% true. 100% true. When you open yourself up, opportunities find you. When you take divinely inspired action, you step into opportunities and you get to decide, is this meant for me or not? Okay? And if it is, say yes. Don't let your fear stop you, because fear and doubt and all that stuff will block all those opportunities, right? And it sucks. If you say yes, even though you may not know how you're going to make it happen or how it's going to work out or whatever, but you know that this is going to be like a golden opportunity for you, you just say yes and you figure it out later. Okay? Figure out the details later. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. So why are you predicting that you're never going to have the resources or the information or whatever it is that you think you don't have? Like, stop doing that to yourself. Okay? All right, focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know. Ooh, we have listening in reverse. Isn't that interesting? Now we have 53. So we have 43, 23, 53. A lot about communication here. Let's see. Let's read it. Okay, listening in reverse. Are you feeling that you're not being heard, that perhaps your needs aren't valid, that your song will go unsung? Now is the time to bring your message to the world. Speak up. It's time for your voice to resound throughout your sphere of influence. This is a moment to say what you mean and ask for what you want. In the reverse position, listening has another meaning too. It also asks if you're refusing to listen to someone else, preferring to hear what you want instead of what's being said. This is a time to get out of denial. Reverse, this card always brings freedom if you heed its advice. Isn't that interesting? Because we keep ourselves in such a low vibration. We keep our aura close to our bodies out of fear, right? We're like, I'm afraid to do this. I can't speak up. I can't be myself. But we have the blessing of being heard. Okay? This is the overall energy. The only thing that's holding you back is your own fear, which is why we have the Eight of Swords and all tied up. Okay? And this is telling you your fear is what's keeping you back. Speak up. Take up space. Don't worry about what other people think. It is not your problem. It's their problem. Okay? I've told y'all many times before that I've had people tell me they don't agree with what I do and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. That doesn't affect me. Sounds like a you problem. You know? Like, okay. And I just leave it. Like, I don't care. Because they don't understand it. I already know they don't understand it. And that's why they don't agree. If they understood it, they would be excited. They would be into it. So, yeah. So true. My heart chakra is open right now. I have such a warm, fuzzy feeling here. Good, Marlo. That makes me so happy. Good, good, good. Okay, let's see what else. Let's do this one. It's odd that they feel like that because energy is proven scientific. Oh, I know. But they don't know that because their Facebook algorithm hasn't shown them that. Focus on the deck. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know? Oh, we have scissors, separation. It says separation, cutting something out, letting go, wanting change. Isn't that fitting with all of this? Imagine taking these scissors and cutting all those ties that bind. You know, the only way that you are going to experience happiness, peace, love, abundance, all of those things is by taking action and cutting out the things and people sometimes, I'm sorry to say, but it's going to have to happen, that are toxic, that are abusive, that are low vibrational, that are just really holding you down. You know the crab method, right? You have one crab in a bucket, the crab will escape. It'll find a way out. You put a group of crab in a bucket, one tries to escape, the others pull it down with it because they may think that they're saving it or misery loves company. We don't know, right? But that's what happens. And people do the same thing, okay? I had a guy that I was reading last night and he had never had a tarot reading. He was Christian, had a big old cross necklace and whatnot. And he was kind of reluctant at first, but I told him, I said, you know, I started reading him and he was like, yes, you know, and I'm like asking him questions about himself because I'm like, you know, you have a lot of people that siphon off of your energy because you have such good energy. Like he was like a big teddy bear, you know? And I told him, I said, it would be really good for you to set strict boundaries, to recognize how you feel after you've been around somebody. Okay? Do you feel drained? Do you feel down and depressed? What is that feeling after you leave being around that person? Or do you feel energized? Do you feel happy? Do you feel good? Okay? Those are the people that are good for us. And we're good for them because our energies are vibing, right? Whenever you're not on the same page, you create this friction and you'll wind up both feeling like shit. Okay? So he was such a good energy that people would ask him something and he'll be there to help. But they don't do that for him. You know, so I told him, it's like, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to look at these relationships and start distancing yourself from the people that are, using you or siphoning off of your energy, because you do have such good energy. And he was pretty surprised at how much I read him. I mean, it's my job, but still. But many are low vibrational. That means no friends. No, that just means you see them for where they are and you don't bring them into that close vibration of yours. Okay? You don't have them in your inner circle. Look, as you go on your spiritual journey, your friends group is going to get smaller. Okay? Very small. Just so you know, if you are focused on how many friends you have around you, and that's what's important to you, then stop your spiritual journey now. I'm just speaking the truth, okay? Because you are meant to grow and evolve. Your friend circle is meant to grow and evolve, but it has to shrink first, okay? Because not everybody wants to grow and evolve. So we can still love them, but we need to let them stay where they are. We cannot drag them with us. It doesn't work that way. You will get dragged down just like the crab pulled back into the bucket. Okay? Let's see. It's such a relief to let go of people that bring you down. Yeah. Loving the new people coming in. Mine doesn't exist, but new small group, aka the healers, is amazing. That's right, Monty. My group is extremely small. Okay? My friends group. And I'm okay with that. Because number one, it's too exhausting to keep up with too many people. But, again, not everybody's going to be on the same path as you. And it's not that you have to egoically just like snip people out of your life. Like, oh, you're low vibrational. You need to go over there. Like, we don't do that here. We see people for who they are, where they want to be in life, and how they want to live. That's okay. That is their decision. That is their journey. It does not mean that we need to include them in everything in our lives. Okay? We only want to have a select number of people, a select few people that we allow into the behind the scenes of our lives to be there to celebrate with us in our wins and to support us in our losses. And we do the same for them, right? That's why we want the smaller ones, because not everybody's going to support you and be there for you. Some of them are wishing negative things on you because they're jealous. And I hope you don't do that to other people, okay? Because that's not going to help you at all. Yes, it's not easy, but let go and believe, yes. Yeah, small circle of genuine people is amazing. Oops, hang on, let me unhide this. Maybe. There we go. Better to have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Yes. You're having to keep one in the distance? Yep. I mean, you can just have to see people for who they are. People always show you who they are, okay? And when you see that, believe it, and be like, okay, well, that's who you are. That's who you're choosing to be. I recognize that now. Now I'm going to set my own boundaries when it comes to our relationship. Either I'm going to cut you completely out because you're toxic as fuck and you're going to wind up damaging my life, or I'm just going to keep you at arm's length. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm going to, we can be cordial and have fun together and all that, but like you're not in my inner circle. Or you see them as like a good person, somebody who has like the same values as you, maybe the same ideals or vision as you, and those are the people that you want to have close. It's like those are the ones you can celebrate with, and that are going to support you and you support them, and it's just a loving environment. There's no competition, there's no pettiness, there's no nothing. Like there's no need to compete with anybody ever. Okay? Everybody has their own journey. Everybody is special in their own way. Like, yeah, no need for that. All right, focus. Okay. Oh, there we go. Self-love. That's why it came out. It is extremely important. That's what self-love is setting boundaries and not putting too much pressure on yourself and loving yourself and knowing that you deserve all the wonderful things in life just like anybody else. Okay? The only reason why you haven't gotten them is because of past programming, self-beliefs, self-respect, self-love, all the stuff that could be lacking, but you can change that, okay? Oops, hang on. Looked like something was hidden. Oh, no, okay. Just making sure. Is this resonating? Y'all understanding what I'm talking about now? Let's see what else. Whoop. That was fun. Okay, let's see. And I think this message is particularly coming up this week because, we feel like we have to be this certain way, or we put this pressure on ourselves over the holidays, and we have to be around people typically that we don't want to be around. But it's the holidays and you want to see other people. So it's just setting your own boundaries and saying, I'm not going to let myself get sucked into any negative conversations. I'm not going to let myself, somebody wants to criticize me, I'm going to brush it off and just realize that they're not happy. So they're trying to make me unhappy and I'm not going to let them do that. Or like if you get to go see some people that you really just love and enjoy, you really like soak it in. Okay. I think we just need this message because it's like, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Okay. And it's okay to set boundaries. There's so many people that fear setting boundaries because they fear losing people. Well, guess what? I'd rather lose somebody who had ill intent towards me than to keep them around just for the sake of filling a spot and them continually putting negative energy towards me. Like, no, get out of here. I don't care. I'd rather be on my own than have a bunch of people around me who are negative. Ugh. Not doing it. Been there, done that. Yes, that was number 6. All right, let's see what else we need to know. Focus on the deck. And that's another reason why I created the tribe. Because, the people closest to you are the people that are going to misunderstand you the most. Okay? When you start growing, when you start evolving, when you start changing, growing on your spiritual journey, doing all these new things, they're not going to understand you because they have in mind the old version of you. And most people don't like change. Okay? So that's why I created the tribe, because there's a place there for you to find support. There's a place there for you, for people like to understand you and to be on the same wavelength as you. Okay, that can be your new friend group, especially if you don't have local friends. Okay, you will eventually. You just have to sometimes like shed that old toxic energy first, and then you can start to step into new networking opportunities, friends, all that stuff. Okay. Oh, look, we have Ram, perseverance. I like that, especially with the North Node being in Aries. Aries is the Ram. Okay, and it's going to be shifting soon. Okay, so you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. Okay, remember, you have divine intelligence. You don't need artificial intelligence. You need divine intelligence. You can tap into that anytime. Okay, you don't need me. You don't need anybody else. All you need is to sit down and listen. Okay, with patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Don't give up. Okay? You have the possibility of spending time around people who are very like-minded this week, because family, friends, colleagues, whatever, and they will, maybe try to talk you into giving up on something, or they won't understand what you're doing. And so it kind of makes you feel bad. Don't ever give up on what you're working on. Okay? I speak from experience. I've had so much shit talked about me. I had so many people tell me that I wasn't good enough. They would laugh in my face when I, would put out there what I was doing. I mean, all of that. And I could not give it up because I knew that there was a higher purpose for me. I knew I was meant to do more. And I'll be damned if here I am. Okay? Do not give up, because, they'll say these negative things, but then they're like, oh shit, they actually did it. Then you hear all that, I'm so proud of you, and da-da-da. Yeah, okay. You know? And some people will start to come to you for help or whatever it is that you're working on, you know, whatever you've achieved. They'll come, you know, try to siphon off of you, and you're like, well, you can book a session with me. That's what I do. You can book a session with me. It's like you don't get to siphon off of me and my success when you were not supportive at all. You know, you can join everybody else. That's how you set boundaries. Okay? You're in Aries? Nice. I'm in Aries rising. Since I started my spiritual journey 10 years ago, my close friend list has trimmed down dramatically. Oh, same. Mine is so small. So small. It would scare other people, but that's what happens. That's why they say your spiritual journey is lonely. Because there are certain parts of your journey that you do have to go alone. Okay? You have to work through alone. And the reason being is because you need to know that you can rely on yourself. You need to know that you can tap into that divine intelligence. You need to know there is that connection there and that you're honestly not alone. Okay? Even though you may be physically alone, you're never energetically or spiritually alone. And that's something that we all have to go through. Okay? So it will seem lonely, but you're never alone. But that's also, like I said, why I created the tribe is for if you feel like you're physically alone, you have a wonderful group of women there. Okay? They're amazing. All right. This is the money message for this week. Focus on the deck. Ask the deck, what is our money message for this week? You want to join? Well, come on in, Miss Gina. Good for you, Marlo. She said, ever since I started speaking to my spirit guides, I don't feel so alone on my spiritual journey. Perfect. All right, let's see what our money message is. What is our money message for this week? Oh, we got retail. Isn't that fitting for freaking Christmas? Everybody's going to be shopping, right? But let's see what it says. There's 3 ways to resonate. Number 1, if you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for it, okay? They always say, find a need, fill a need, and you'll be successful, right? Solve a problem, and you'll be successful. Number 2, consider careers in retail or e-commerce, whether it's goods or services. Just like people that have gotten into the Quantum Master Academy, they are creating their own business to offer services, and that is going to pay off 1,000-fold after they're done, right? Number 3, save time, energy, and add passive income by taking your business online. There are so many ways to make money online these days, you guys. You have to just do it, okay? So many different platforms, so many different ways, so many things that you can offer to humanity that you enjoy, and you can make money off of it. I've always said there's a gal out there who teaches people how to hula hoop. She makes money off of it. I mean, it's ridiculous what people have created, and good for them, you know? Let's see what else we need to know. Let's do this one. Like I said on Friday, I just want to remind everybody that those of you in the Quantum Master Academy, we will begin January 7th if you have not taken my tarot apprenticeship, okay? If you're in the live tarot apprenticeship, we begin January 7th. If you've already done my live tarot apprenticeship or the self-paced tarot apprenticeship, you will begin in March, okay? I'm going to send out the calendar to everybody as we get closer, but I just wanted to let you know so you're prepared, okay? If you're doing the live tarot apprenticeship starting January 7th, you need to have the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. Or you can have, I don't have it over here. It's called the Radiant Wise Tarot. That's the one that I have. It's the same as the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, but it's just muted colors. I don't like the bright primary colors. I like the more muted colors. You can get that deck as well, because I teach off of the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and that's what all of these other decks, not all of them, the majority of other tarot decks are based off of. So if you can read the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, direct and reverse, like I'm going to teach you, then you can read any deck out there that is based off of the Rider-Waite meanings, okay? So just to let you know. And it would be good to have a notebook too. All of you in the Quantum Master Academy, it would be great for you to start to create like a 3-ring binder for the Quantum Master Academy, because you're going to have PDFs, you're going to have things like that, and you can put them in those like plastic sleeves and keep them so you can refer back to it, okay? All right, let's see what else we need to know. I still have all my notes from all my past classes. I knew this was going to come out. Magic eggs. It says, beginning something is exciting. Okay? Starting something new is exciting. Starting a new mindset is exciting. Jumping into a new group is exciting. Starting to learn something new is exciting. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do and you're excited about it, that means you're on the right path, okay? If you feel drawn to something, just freaking do it. Yes, it does have a butterfly on it. And what's also cool, I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you Instagram right quick. There's a butterfly in here. Butterfly in here that I noticed earlier. Okay, this dragon is helping you, like through protection and through personal power, to transform, to evolve. Okay, and this is number 23. Okay, there we go. Another 23. Isn't that interesting? This one's 23. Okay, so it's like either you can stay all tied up, you can let yourself stay in the same place, or you can start something new and see this new journey as exciting, as an adventure, and to know that everything is going to work out to your highest good because you decided. Remember, when you decide, the universe provides. It works. Okay? You don't worry about it. Does that look like an egg on her head? I mean, yeah, it could be. I don't know exactly what it is, but I mean, it could be viewed as that, kind of. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, maybe. You're loving this new? Good. It's exciting to experience something new. I mean, look, I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Leo sun, right? I always tell people, I don't like change, but I do love progress. So I've had to learn that about myself. Good for you. Oh, hang on. I got to verify myself on TikTok. There we go. Hang on. We have a hula hoop exercise program in our neighborhood. There you go. I told you. That's so funny. People, like, you could do anything now. I mean, for what I'm going to teach in the Quantum Master Academy, like you literally could, depending on how many or which platform you're using, you literally could start to go live and do like practice readings, or you can talk about numerology, or you can talk about astrology and metaphysics, all the things that we're going to be going over in the Quantum Master Academy. You can like literally start doing those as soon as the module ends, right? And the more proficient you get in tarot and numerology, then you can start charging. Then you start building your business. I mean, you don't have to wait until the end of the year to be able to begin. That's the exciting thing about the Quantum Master Academy. You can start making money pretty soon. I mean, you don't want to like jump out there and start charging for readings after you just finished tarot class. You do need to practice, because if you're doing it and you're not very proficient at it yet, you're going to piss some people off, right? You don't want to have that karma on you, right? You want to practice the readings. You can go live and just tell people, hey, I'm practicing. If you want me to practice on you, then please let me know. Give me your name and whatever you want to do. And you read for them. And you want that confirmation. You want that feedback, because that's what's going to make you a very proficient tarot reader or numerologist or whatever it is you're wanting to do. Okay? So that's exciting. All right, look. Ooh, we have Winds of Fortune. Didn't we recently get this? It says, allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. The other one says, adapt and thrive. There we go. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible. Embrace shifts and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. There you go. Exactly what I was just talking about. Okay? When you decide, the universe provides. Okay? Stop worrying about the future. There's always ways to make money. There's always ways to do things. You have to get out of your own way and stop expecting that life is going to stay the same as it is right now. You cannot experience growth and change if you expect it to stay the same. It's an oxymoron. It does not work. Got it? Let's see. Let's do this one. I haven't done this one in a while. I think I have the book over here somewhere. All right, let's see what else. We have awakening. Your consciousness is awakening. You are becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. I'm telling you, we are going through a mass awakening. This is number 47. Okay. What does 4 and 7 make? 11. Okay. We are going through even more of an awakening. We started it in like 2020, when everything shut down and people like needed something. And I feel like we needed that shutdown to help people start to wake up, right? Now that Pluto's moving into Aquarius, we have the nodes moving soon. We have all of this stuff happening. There was something else. I mean, obviously we're going into a 9-year. I think it's... God, I can't remember. Anyways, we are going through more of an evolution of spirituality. Okay, people waking up, spiritual practices becoming more mainstream. People are incorporating spiritual practices in their business. As far as I just did a corporate party event where I read tarot for their employees. Therapists are using tarot. Religious people are using tarot. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. Business people have used astrology forever. Okay, they just don't tell you because that's their secret, right? Very successful people use astrology. And they also use tarot. And they also use coaches. I mean, they do all the things. Like I saw a documentary on Netflix recently. I haven't watched it, but I saw it there. Like Aaron Rodgers, the football player, he's like gone and like doing ayahuasca and Reiki and all kinds of stuff, tapping into his spirituality. Okay? So it is becoming more mainstream. And you want to be able to use these practices for yourself, and then you turn around and you help others. Okay? This awakening is pushing you on your journey to experiencing something new, to experiencing something more. Okay? But if you stay too focused on the mundane, which is like the human existence, then that's all you're going to experience. And it's like turbulence after turbulence. And it kind of sucks because I've been there. Got it? I love that we pulled that card. And I haven't even used this deck in a while. I don't know why. I guess it's just one that wants to be used every now and then. Let's see. Oh, let's do this one right quick. And then we'll get into the Rebel deck. Make sure I had it the right direction. What else do we need to know? Ooh, emergence, and it's number 11. That's funny. It says creation, restoration, magician. No, resurrection. It's hard to see. Yeah. Creation, resurrection, magician. There you go. So this is all about emergence. It's about manifestation. It's about coming into your own, stepping into your spirituality, right? So that's why we have the Hanged Man here. So we have the Lovers, right, in reverse today. You can turn this direct, by the way. Okay, you have free will. You can turn this energy direct by acknowledging it. That there might be something that you do today that is on impulse, that is desire, or you recognize the difference between you and another person where you're not on the same page anymore and you need to make the tough decision. Okay? You need to make decisions that are best for you. And it's also why we have the Hanged Man in reverse here. It's seeing the higher perspective of life. And the higher perspective is the spiritual perspective. Okay, that's why the Hanged Man typically has a light around their head. Okay, because that's representing enlightenment. That's representing awakening, the third eye opening. Okay, your seventh chakra wide open, right? So with this emergence and this resurrection, this is about you stepping into this power. And even though you might have to deal with some tough energies this week, you see the bigger picture. You understand clearly where you're headed. And these mundane things don't bother you the way that they would in the past. You know how I was talking about, like people feeling like they're less than because they're not in a relationship over the holidays? You'll be like, no, that doesn't matter at all. Makes no difference. Like that's some ridiculous expectation some miserable person has put on themselves. Okay? We don't worry about that. No worries, Tracy. So let's get into the Rebel deck. We can't forget about the Rebel deck. If you are easily offended, now is the time to scroll away. But if you like when cards call you out, then stick around because this deck is great about that. All right, let's see. What is our message for this week? Okay. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. And that's what it says. Time to let go and move the fuck on. You know, like I said, there's some of y'all are going to decide to part ways with somebody this week because you're going to see, you know what? I don't like this. There's some of you that are going to decide to, maybe part ways with your old life. Start making these new changes. It's going to be different for everybody. This is a collective reading. But it's telling you, time to let go. What do you need to let go of? Tell me in the comments, what do you need to let go of? Because you already know. It's just normally you're too afraid to take action on it. Buy old life. Yep. You let go of control. Yes. Yes. Self-sabotage. Ooh, that's a big one. I see people do that all the time. Especially when it comes to taking a big leap, stepping into a new energy, stepping into a new opportunity. People will self-sabotage like crazy. And it's frustrating to see, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's their journey. They have to learn that they're not going to get anywhere if they don't take the leap. So, yeah. Yeah, tough lesson it is. Doubting for sure. I need to let go of past mistakes. I'm a different person now. Yeah, oh yeah. That's not you anymore. Doesn't even resonate anymore. My old life and my ex, yep, bye-bye. Self-sabotage and control and procrastination. Oh, those are big ones, yeah. Yep. I used to do every single one of those. Every single one of those. And we try to control because we live in fear, you know? What happens if you let go of fear? You're able to let go of control and you stop putting so much pressure on yourself. You let the universe help you. You let miracles happen. But when you're in control, miracles can't happen, right? Because you're trying to do it from your limited vantage point instead of letting the universe use their unlimited vantage point to bring your miracles in. So yeah, I was there. Let go of hurt. Let go of procrastination. Good. Good. You guys are on your way. Oh, a need for outside validation. Yeah. Oh, that's so true. We have to stop worrying about what other people think. We need to validate ourselves instead of expecting other people. Because I'm telling you, if you wait for somebody to validate you and that's what you feed off of, you're going to be eternally disappointed. I was there too. Okay? So I speak from experience. There is no judgment here. I speak from experience. You can 100% change all of this. Okay? Control the things that you can. Control the things that you can control. Let go of the rest. Yes. Surrendering has been a big one coming up for me. Good. It's not easy to surrender, right? Because then you can't predict anything. But if you try to control the situation, you can predict it. And let's be honest, it's going to be a negative prediction, right? I knew that wasn't going to work out. I knew that wasn't for me. I knew this or this and that. Well, yeah, because you controlled it. You predicted it. You manifested that to happen. So you need to stop shopping. Yeah, you do. But I mean, that's just, that's part of being human. And that's part of what we're here to learn is to tap into that divine intelligence instead of the artificial. Think about it this way. I just had to come in. Artificial intelligence is not just ChatGPT and things like that. Artificial intelligence is listening to the people around you tell you who you are. It's not real. Only you know who you are, right? That's your divine intelligence. So don't listen to what other people say about you. If you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it does not matter. Okay? This is your journey, your opportunity to have an adventure. And how are you going to have an adventure when you're too busy letting other people keep you bound up? Okay? Stuck in one spot, living in fear. Okay? Who cares? You're very welcome. Yeah, it's beautiful when you lose the control and surrender. Oh, it's amazing. It's so magical because that's when you start to experience the miracles. That's when you're like surprised. I love good surprises, right? So that's why I tell the universe, you know what? I'm going to let you handle this. You show me the way. And then they do. But when I try to control a situation, I hit roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. If I have anxiety about something, roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. So when you decide to let all that go and stop trying to predict your future based on your current situation, it changes everything for you. Okay? Because there's several situations where I've had to make a leap or make a decision. And once I decided, the universe started providing. It was magical. Okay? So I hope this helps you. If you need anything, everything is linked in my bio. Okay? If you need a session with me, you can book a private session with me. If you want to learn how to read tarot, you can get into my self-paced tarot apprenticeship, or you can check out the Quantum Master Academy. If you're just wanting to learn tarot, then I recommend just the tarot apprenticeship, okay? If you're wanting to learn tarot, advanced tarot, numerology, metaphysics, crystals, astrology, and Reiki 1 and 2, and then how to set up your business, that's where you move into the Quantum Master Academy, okay? This is a year of intense mentorship, teachings, all of that. You're going to get up to 8 certifications, okay? We're going to spend an amazing year together. You're going to learn so much. You're going to start building your business as we're going through it, if that's what you want to do, if you want to build a business. Not everybody wants to do their business. They just want to have all the knowledge and whatnot. But we're going to start those applications from the get-go, okay? And like I said, as soon as you finish a module, you can get on live, or you can go to friends and family if they're supportive and start practicing. Get that feedback, get some experience under your belt, and then you can start charging a little bit here and there and start building your business, okay? It's not hard. Don't overthink it. I will show you and teach you everything I possibly can. I'm bringing in 2 amazing women to teach about crystals and astrology because that is not my forte. And yeah, if you can't get into the tribe, or if you're not interested in that, the Quantum Master Academy, get into the tribe. Like I said, I have some amazing speakers lined up for 2025. We're going to go on our own journey together. You're going to have opportunities to incorporate tarot there. It's not where you learn tarot, but it's where you continue building your tarot library, I guess you can say, okay? We're going to do all those things together, okay? So I have so much available for you. You just have to get in where you fit in, all right? I love you all. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Yule, Happy Diwali, all the things, okay? Just have an amazing week. I will see you back here Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Instagram and TikTok. If you missed the beginning of the reading, don't worry. I put it all up on YouTube for you so you can go back and review, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to make sure I didn't miss. Okay, all right. Bye, y'all. See you Friday.